say? What was that? Oh, they want me to rotate this. Let me see. Let me do it like that. Okay. They want me to rotate this up. All right. We are live. We are live, everyone. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. Hola, ¿cómo están ustedes?
¿Cómo estás?
Órale, pues.
Bien.
Esta clase es diferente de algunas clases que tú asististe. Porque es un clase mezclado de español e inglés. So this class is different from any other class that you've attended because it's mixed with Spanish and English. It's a Spanish class, but estamos aquí en Texas. We're here in Texas. And in Texas, nuestros Latinos, los Latinos, or us Mexicanos, Negros, us Black Mexicans, we speak what's called Tex-Mex. So we speak English, we speak Spanish, and we chop it up, so everybody understands. So here we are. So today, hoy es un primer día del resto de tu vida. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Porque estamos aquí para aprender algo nuevo. Because we're here to learn something new. Algo que va a cambiar nuestra vida para todo, para siempre. Something new that's going to change our life forever. Porque es un refrán que dice, because it's a saying that says, para saber dos lenguajes es tener dos corazones. It's a saying that says, to know two languages is to have two hearts. So, en este clase, nuestro objetivo, our objective here, es para aprender lo más rápido que podemos. Our objective is to learn as fast as we can, así que podemos ir afuera y ser pescadores de hombres, baptizando todas las naciones en el nombre de Padre, de Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. So our objective here today is to learn as fast as we can so that we can go out and be fishermen of men, baptizing all nations in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So un poco de yo mismo, a little bit about myself. So, empecé a estudiar español hace 16 años. So I started studying Spanish about 16 years ago. And me enseñé yo mismo porque yo estaba encerrado y no tuve ninguna clase de ayuda. So I started studying Spanish about 16 years ago. I taught myself while I was incarcerated. And at that time I didn't have no help. So aprendí de los libros. I learned from the books. Y es la experiencia mía que es la mejor manera para aprender. Because nunca puede ir en error si siga los libros. So I learned from the books because I didn't have no other kind of help. But it's been my experience that if you learn from the books, you'll never go wrong. Because it's como yo dije en el principio. It's like I said in the beginning. Hay varias clases o idiomas de español. There are various, what's the word I'm looking for in English? Dialects of Spanish. You know, in California, they speak Mexicana. Here in Texas, we speak Tex-Mex. You know, in Argentina, somewhere they speak Espanol. It's Spanish, but it's Espanol. It's not Latin American Spanish. You know, so there's different idiomas. You know, so I was taught and I learned that if you stick to the books you'd never go wrong. You'll be understood anywhere you go. And that's our objective here. We want to be understood. You know. Pero, que hace esta clase tan diferente es que yo voy a enseñarles a ustedes cómo escribir, cómo leer y hablar correctamente a la misma vez. So what makes this class so unique is that my intention is to teach you guys how to read, write, and speak properly, all at the same time. All at the same time. Pero es necesario que tú haces el trabajo, but it's necessary that you do the work. Because es un maratón que dice, para aprender algo nuevo, tienes que practicar, 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 y estudiar a la misma vez. So, there's also another saying that says that in order to learn something new, you have to practice, 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 and then study at the same time. So, este course, este clase es voy a comenzar por voy a comenzar con los básicos primeramente. First thing I'm going to do is start with the basics. So por 90 días, for 90 days, dos veces un mes. El segundo jueves y cuatro jueves a las 6 de la tarde. So the second Thursday and the fourth Thursday of every month at 6 o'clock. Estaremos aquí para. Oh, we changed it. Lo siento, I'm sorry. Cambia este día. Estaremos aquí estudiando a los sábados. At the same time? Sí. A las 10 en la mañana, a los sábados. So, invito a todos los que pueden a aprender, venga aquí para aprender algo nuevo que pueda cambiar tu vida. So, I invite everybody who can come on out on Saturdays at 10 o'clock and join us and learn something that can change your life, you know, something you can give back. So
it's going to be on Saturdays?
Saturday. Sábado.
The second and fourth?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The second and fourth Saturday of the month, a las 10 de la mañana. Preferablemente por 2 horas, preferably for 2 hours.
Okay, in the morning.
In the morning, yes. So, la clase es por 90 días, 90 days. Al fin de 90 días, voy a darte un examen para ver si estás aprendiendo algo. So, the class will be for 90 days at a time. And at the end of every 90 days, I give you a test to see if you learned anything. Or para ver donde yo necesito ayudarte. Or to see where I need to help you. And if you are aprendiendo más rápido que otras personas, voy a darte mi número personal, puedes llamarme cualquier tiempo, and voy a ayudarte. So if you're advancing faster than other people, you know, your classmates, what have you, I give you my personal number, you can call me whenever, you know, I'm willing to help you. So, yo sé que todos quieren saber cuánto cuesta esta clase. Es la gran pregunta. Pero guacha, me traigo que tú me preguntaste. So I know that everybody has that question, the big question, how much is this class going to cost? And I'm so glad you asked me. Tú no puedes encontrar un precio como este en ningún lugar del mundo. You can't find this kind of price nowhere in the world for a class like this. La clase cuesta $50 un mes. So a class costs $50 a month. $50 a month. You can't find that nowhere in the world. Pero, alguna vez, once again, para aprender, tú tienes que estudiar. Tú tienes que practicar. So if you want to learn, you got to study, you got to practice. You know, estaremos aquí. Yes.
So for this class, you're going to go live on
Simplemente hoy. We're just going live today. She asked me if we're gonna go live today. Simplemente hoy, just today.
Okay.
You know, para informar la gente lo que está pasando aquí. Just to inform the people what we're doing here. But other than that, hey, if you want to get it, you have to be here live, where you have to be here in person. Dos veces, un mes. El segundo, sábado, y el cuarto sábado, a las 10 de la mañana. After that, hey, so, preguntas? Any questions? No? Pero no piensas que no puedes aprender, porque me sentí en el mismo lugar que tú estás ahorita. Don't ever think that you can't get this, because I once said right what you said. You know, pero quise hablar con mi gente de coro. Pues yo hice el trabajo. I wanted to talk to my people of color, so I did the work. Y compré libros, leí libros, you know, todo el tiempo. But here's the thing. Aquí es la cosa. Here's the thing. Todos hablan alguna clase de eso, you know. Everybody speaks some kind of Spanish. Dime, ¿cuál es tu nombre?
What's my phone?
Nombre, what's your name?
Oh, my name?
Mhm.
Oh, you answer that,
No, what's your name?
Jennifer?
That's simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
Oh, 832.
¿Sí me saying? That's what I'm talking about. Everybody. Hola, ¿cómo está usted? Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. See? Es lo que yo hizo. It's what I do. It teach the people.
That was funny.
¿Y tú? ¿Cómo estás?
¿Está bien, y tú?
Órale, pues. Estoy bien.
Wait, so she said, I'm doing good and you are.
Yeah, you.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Just what? Y'all already on your way. Y'all on your way. So aquí es el curso que yo tengo por 90 días. So this is an example of the course that I have for 90 days. So you go here and we will start with alfabetos. Vamos a pensar con los alfabetos y va un poco de los artículos, vitaminas, músculos, muchos verbos, porque no pueden hablar sin verbos. Y después vamos a aprender a revisitar conjugations and grammar. Gotta have it. So right here we started with the alphabets. I'm going into the masculine and feminine nouns. A lot of verbs, you got to have verbs, because you can't conjugate verbs and make sentences if you don't know verb tenses. And that's called grammar. But that's the key right there. And aquí es la cosa. Tú puedes aprender muchos libros and ganar mucho dinero a la misma vez. You can buy a lot of books and spend a lot of money at the same time. But watch it. El fin del día, at the end of the day, es un negocio, it's a business. Nadie quiere enseñarte, porque para enseñarte cuesta tiempo. So, at the end of the day, nobody really wants to teach you, because to teach you is time. ¿Me entiendes? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, si yo puedo venir un poco de eso, un poco de esa, I can sell a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and ganar dinero a la misma vez. So if I can sell a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and make money at the same time, I'm happy. So, voy a compartir con ustedes lo que yo aprendí atrás muchos años en un poco tiempo. So I'm going to share with you guys what I learned, but it took me years to learn, and a little bit of time. Porque yo estoy aquí porque es lo que me gusta hacer, y a la misma vez yo quiero ver ustedes ser lo que tú puedes. in el reino. So, I'm doing what I do because I like this, first of all. Not only that, but I also want to see you guys go out and be more effective in the kingdom. Yeah. So, once again, Espanol, one-on-one for 90 days. Aquí, what is it? 901 Airport Freeway, Airport Boulevard, Houston, Texas, zip code 77061. Every Saturday, every second and fourth Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. Estaremos aquí. We'll be here. Until then, any more questions? No? Te veo más luego. See y'all later. Yeah.
Okay, so then that's it? We're not gonna learn like a little bit of.
No.
Okay.
Cuesta.
Oh.
No, we just introduction today.
Yeah.
But y'all wanna go through some basics? We can.
Yeah.
You'll give a little
Cause
basics?
you got an audience.
I got it on. Okay,
You got
that's good.
it.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Let's get some, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So do they
this-
get this?
Yeah. Pass you that one, right? So we're gonna let Steph read through this. Steph already. So this is your 90-day.
Okay, yes,
We'll go through that.
okay.
So let's start with the alphabet. You gotta start with the basics. Because the thing about it, you don't wanna never offend nobody. And that's one of the biggest things with Spanish, with beginning Spanish people. They call them gringos. And a lot of times you'll go places, you'll be mispronouncing things, you can offend somebody. Or they'll be making fun of you behind your back. But these are the things they don't tell you when you buy these books. That's what I'm telling you. Even when you go to these classes. So your alphabet is very, very important because it helps with your pronunciation. Okay, so somebody want to take a crack at it? Los alfabetos.
I remember it, so.
Let me hear you.
A, B, C, D, E, F, E.
F,
F is F.
uh-huh. G,
Key is like key.
head.
K. A, B, C, D, F, G, H,
H,
E, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, I always miss that one. W,
Take your time. W,
W,
or either W,
W, X,
keys.
Y is Yeta? No. Y, W, X?
Y,
okay, Y, Z.
Z. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Vamos a esperar mi ayudante. You're gonna be my assistant.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, definitely. She okay.
She got it.
Okay. Let's go. What you got? Give me the vowels. A, E, I, O, U.
A.
You got it, right?
Oh.
Hold on.
Ah.
Yeah, I love my out. Speak a little
Speak
louder.
loud? Okay. A. E.
Back. Slow down. How you gonna say I, A?
Oh.
You said it.
A. A.
Uh-huh.
E. O. U.
Yes. Perfect.
Now the alphabet
Yeah.
is A. B. J. Fast.
There you go. We got all this. There you go.
A. B. J. D. E. F.
A,
E.
A.
E. H. E.
It's like your look.
Ota. Jota.
J.
Ota. K. L.
L. you see two L's together like that, they make a Y sound. So that's eye.
Eye,
Eye.
eye,
Mhm.
ine,
Mhm.
in,
Ine.
ine, inya.
In. So this little thing over that end
Mhm.
is called a tilde. So that word is called, is pronounced inye.
Ine,
Inye.
ine, ine. O,
Mhm.
pe, o,
Ku.
ku,
Mhm.
ere,
Ere.
ere,
Ere. Ere.
ere,
Of course it is. Ere. Look, the tongue is talking about ere.
ere,
Ere. Ere.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now do the other one. Do the other one. Now you back to one.
Ere,
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect.
ese,
Yes, sir.
ese, te,
Mhm.
u,
Mhm.
be,
Mhm.
no,
Double U. Or double D. That's your B.
doble be,
Or double U.
o double u.
Yeah, and the reason why I got them like that, because you start to see them in either form is perfect. It's correct.
Okay, so this is e, right? The X.
The X,
Mhm.
double U, double D. No, I messed up. That should be a keys.
Keys.
Yeah,
Okay, X is our keys.
yeah, the keys.
And Y is E. And good, or how you say that?
Pronounce your E's. Remember your E's instead.
Oh, egg,
Clear,
Egg.
egg.
egg, egg,
Yeah,
and Z.
that's it. Perfect. No.
No, you too.
They gonna want to do it. Go estudiante que no lo puedo. No puedo. No quiere.
I don't.
Cuando
It's
se
all-
va.
It's not right.
Let's go. Let's
A,
go. Ya,
B,
B,
Che,
Che, yeah,
D,
E,
E,
uh-huh,
F,
yes, sir,
G,
yeah,
A, Hera,
H,
oh, H,
uh-huh,
A,
E.
E,
Now, let me say this right quick. Oh, let me see, I got it right here. So, remember this here, it'll take you a long way. Every vowel is pronounced in Spanish. In the Spanish word, every vowel. So you like A, E, I, O, U, A, B, E, U. So when you see a word, that's the same way you pronounce the word. Pronounce all the vowels. That's what makes you sound more fluent.
oh, so if you learn vowels first,
There you
the
go.
words become more fluent.
Right. So A, E, I, O, U. It's gonna be A, E, I, the I, the E, O, U. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's your vowel. Stay right there. Stay right there in the word. Yeah.
So when the B is big,
Yeah.
you pronouncing
You pronounce the E in there. Remember so it's bed.
B,
the big.
Yeah.
Oh.
it's the same thing.
Same thing.
E, B.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. So when you get over here to your W, you see that O right there, you already do ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's your mouth.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh. Big.
ooh there. W,
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 ooh.
W,
Oh,
U,
B.
W,
W,
B.
Yeah.
W, W, U, W, B.
W. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same thing. So when you get down to your Y, for Y, and you already know that your E is A, it's Y, and your E is a I.
Y,
Y. That's your Y.
Y,
Yeah.
Y.
Y. Then you do your Z. Seta. Remember?
Seta.
Seta. Yeah.
Seta.
Yeah. Your A is a I. Your E is a A. Seta. Yeah. And you run the alphabet off like that. Oh, okay. And then when you see a word, regardless of what the word is, mujeres. Mujeres. Women. See? Mujeres.
What is it?
It's on page 4, where it says práctica. See, come all the way down, where it say what are the definite articles for the following noun? Should be number 10. All the way down there. Mujeres.
Oh.
Mujeres.
Mujeres.
so used to broke, like the way we talk our slang or
Right.
our dialect.
Our
So
dialect.
basically, you being proper.
Right, you pretty, and that's why I said that you, in the beginning, if you stick to the books, you'll be understood wherever you go. You'll never go wrong. The thing is, I've learned that a lot of times Latinos who grew up with Spanish, their first language, they don't like to talk to me because my Spanish is too proper. So what I would do to keep them, because what happened is you'll start speaking like I do sometimes. You be telling me to talk to people on your job, they be talking broken Spanish, and you be trying to just follow the conversation. You'll wind up speaking broken Spanish too. After a while, guess what? You done forgot all this.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling Pat, this has helped me too get back on track. You know, I mean, speaking broken Spanish. But what I would do, I would just take over the conversation and speak proper and let them answer it. I'd rather do it like that, because if I don't, you'll be speaking and you'll go somewhere and people are like, what's they talking? You know, like when I go to California and they speak in another dialect, they be like, so I have to go back to the books, you know. So yeah,
So the proper way is to speak the proper.
and you'll be understood everywhere.
Before you go,
Everywhere.
okay.
So here's the thing, Latin American Spanish is the most common Spanish spoken all over the world. So this is what people don't understand. Spaniards are from Spain. Hispanics are from the United States. Mexicans are from Mexico. So if you learn Spanish spoken in Spain, you ain't gonna be understood. Right. No other part of the world but Spain, because it's different. So when you buy your literature to study, always go to the table of contents and make sure that it's Latin American Spanish. You'll never go wrong.
What is it in Brazil? They speak Portuguese.
And Brazil, yeah, they speak Portuguese. It's real close to Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, and Italy, they speak Italian.
Mhm.
It's real close to Spanish. Yeah, but it's not Latin American Spanish.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Go back to page 4. And go all the way to the top. Where it say, what are the plural forms for this? We ain't gonna worry about that. We just practice on some pronunciation right now. Pronounce this first. Give me the first 5 words. Jennifer.
Exactly.
Pronounce your 5. Go ahead.
See.
Remember when the two L's follow each other, they make a Y sound, right? So pronounce that.
See.
See ya. Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah. Now here's the next one, number 2.
I pronounced the
The I is a E.
E.
Yeah, perfect. Now the second one, the second one is tricky.
Not the E.
No, listen. So the second one is tricky. Whenever you see a tilde over an alphabet like that, that means put emphasis on that. Lapis.
Lapis.
Yes.
Universal.
Ooh,
Oh,
Ooh.
universal.
No. With E. Maybe the
Oh,
I is a
yeah,
E. When you there,
Una vez, sada.
Sida.
Sida.
Yeah, una vez sida. One more.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Confidence. Kalama. That's right.
okay.
Yeah. You're correct. Dare to dare yourself. You're correct.
So I
Give me
just have to
7.
remember
Yeah.
the
Remember your alphabet and your vowels. So when you just got your free time, just practice your vowels, your alphabet. When you see words, they gonna come. Steph, give me number 10 through 15 on page 4
Okay.
at the top. 10, yeah, pronounce those words for me.
Conversación,
Correct.
profesor,
Yes.
luz,
Yep.
decisión,
Yep.
doctor,
Yep.
amistad.
Toma esta cinta. Toma esta cinta. Come take
Huh?
a seat.
Oh no, you on the camera. I'm sitting right here.
Well, you good.
Okay.
Well, you good. You got to stay. All right. Here we go, y'all.
Wait, Pastor didn't get his words.
Come on,
Yeah,
Lisa.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
we can make sure.
No, he didn't say, give him 6 through 8.
Él es una excepción.
No, 69.
No, él es una excepción. He's an exception. He's an exception.
Oh, really?
No,
I need to say the words.
Let's go, Pastor. Let's do,
6 through 9.
what we see 69?
Right here, number
Okay.
6 through 9.
Okay, let's go.
See you that.
Oh,
Come on.
what?
Lición.
Remember the E's and
Oh, Lección.
Lección. Yes, sir.
Señor.
Senor. So, again, when that tilde is over that N, it makes a Y sound. So, senor.
Señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, señor.
Mhm.
Prima.
Yep.
And conversation.
No, go back. Yes.
Conversation.
Conversación.
Conversación.
Remember, whenever you guys say tilde over a vowel, it's gonna stress it. Conversación. Okay. Y'all like it.
Oh, ladies
I'm
and
trying to tell
gentlemen.
you. 90 days. Just give me 90 days. Give me 90 days. All right, 90
I
days.
interpret tongues. I can interpret
Oh,
Spanish.
my
Come on.
90 days. Yeah. So on your free time, so look all the way back to go page 6.
6.
Mhm.
Check that six.
Mhm. You got page 6? Too far. Okay,
Page
flip,
6.
yeah, flip one out. One out, page 6.
Oh, after page 6.
And number
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's.
Where it says uno.
Mhm, right there,
Okay.
right
Uno
there.
because
Yes, sir. But you see, primer exam, the first test.
Oh,
Yeah. So when you get to those first 6 pages,
test yourself.
just test yourself with that. Don't worry about if you pass it or not, because that's for your benefit. Because at the end of these 90 days, I'm gonna give you a test over all this. But if you do this little test here after the first 6 pages, then the other 6 pages, do another little test. At the end of 90 days, you already have the answers. You're good to go. And you learn it as you go. That make sense? Yep. Yes, sir. So, ¿qué quieren hacer? ¿Quieren continuar? What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to continue?
It's pretty cool, yeah,
Yeah, you can learn. See? Okay,
yeah.
okay. Háblanos. Talk to us.
Talk about what? Oh,
So, dime algo. Cualquiera que tú quieras. Tell me something. Whatever you want en español. And excepto taco, no me dice taco or
no meat.
yeah, no, what did you say? Quiero Taco Bell, no. Dime algo.
Nothing Shabuti.
None Shibuti, yeah. Okay, ¿cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Alright, try this. Y, how's it? So it's Y, just Y? How's it E?
Ayúdale, por favor, ya. ¿Cuál es tu nombre?
What's
¿Cuál
your
es su
name?
nombre?
That's what's your name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you asked me a question. Oh, my God.
He said,
Cal.
what's your name?
I'm trying to make
Yeah.
sure. Cal.
Yeah. Cal, okay. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Wait, say it again.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
How many?
How?
Go, keep on, confidence. Can't go wrong. I mean it. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
How many years?
I mean, that's
Yep.
that's the literal translation. That's correct. ¿Cuántos años? How many years? Tienes, have. How many years do you have? But that basically says, how old are you?
Yeah.
See, that's the literal translation, but you translate it word for word. That's why I want you guys to do these tests, because if you learn verbs and do these tests, guess what? You learn how to write and form sentences as well. You know how to read and how to speak.
So say that again. It was,
¿Cuántos años tienes?
so it's like how many years
Are you? How many years do you have?
do you have?
So they would say how many years are you, but they're actually saying how old are you.
How old are you? Yeah. But watch this. Watch this. That same little phrase gonna carry you just like this. ¿Cuánto dinero tienes? Everybody knows dinero is.
How much money you have?
Yep. Mhm. Watch this. ¿Cuánto cuesta? Costas. How much is
Does
this?
it cost?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that cuánto take No, just that little,
How much more?
just that little congregation right there.
To me on YouTube said, "Me gusta español por favor, señor."
Me gusta?
She said she, let me.
What you say again?
To me on YouTube said, "Me gusta
She like-
español por favor, señor."
She liked the Spanish
Okay.
very
Please.
much. Thank
Me
you,
gusta.
please. Me
Me gusta, she like.
She like it.
I like Spanish. Por favor, señor.
Okay. She's mixing my Spanish up, so she,
Please, Sylvia.
no, she said I like Spanish, please, sir, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Because me gusta mean I like.
Yeah.
All right, she's saying I like Spanish very much.
Me gusta
Because
español
por favor
mucho.
can be very much too, right?
No, por favor, please.
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 Yeah, very much is mucho.
Mucho. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, me gusta mucho español.
We see you, Tamia.
You see, Tamia?
Come on, Tamia.
Get in there. Shoot us up there. Yeah, so, ¿cuántos años tienes?
Say it one more time.
¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes?
How would he answer that?
Well, what would you say? I know you said how many something.
How many years?
How many,
Años.
how old?
Oh, 42.
42.
Well, 41. I said
41.
one.
Okay. 41. 41.
Oh, I put it up.
Yeah. 40 es 40. So,
Te pregunto,
say,
Say it again?
you want to ask me a question?
Oh, okay.
Say.
so, I don't wanna say it properly, that's why I was saying. So you asked them, ¿cuánto tienes años, right? No, ¿cuántos años
Tienes.
tienes, right?
Yes.
So you're asking how old are you, or,
Right.
so I would respond, isn't tango, right?
Yes.
The way to say it?
Yeah, tango.
So tengo 47 años,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this.
She just said how
Oh,
old
she said how old she was, yeah. Now, watch this. What's the word for children in Spanish?
Niños.
It's just two
No,
different.
hombre is
Hombre.
boy. No,
Yes.
man.
Now, hombre is man.
Niños.
Niño.
Niños.
Niño is boy. Niños
Is
is
girl.
girl.
Now,
Hijos.
hijos is children.
Mhm.
So if I said, ¿cuántos hijos tienes?
mean,
¿Cuántos
children.
do I have? Yeah.
Well, let me find out.
Yo, so yo tengo,
You 30 days,
yo
exactly.
tengo 3 niños.
Yep.
Or 3 hijos.
Okay, now watch this. Now we get into verb conjugation.
I'm sorry, that's where my,
No, you good, you good. That's how you learn.
okay.
And that's why I want us people here, you know, for the first 90 days, because once you get the flow, you should be good. So, when you say tengo,
See?
just by the end of the word, the way you conjugate it, I know you're saying I have.
Mhm.
So you don't have to say yo tengo, because when you say yo tengo, it lets me know you're a beginner. So I'm saying, so if you step to a Latino like that, they're like, oh,
She can't tell.
I
I will go take T, I
So you just say
I
tango.
will shout it
So I said, ¿cuántos hijos tienes?
Tengo,
Tengo.
tengo 3 hijos.
There you go. There you go.
Can you have a conversation with Destiny because she got A's in her Spanish class? So I want to see.
What is it? Destiny. Habla en español. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Oh, bien, gracias. ¿Cómo has estado? How have you been?
Muy bien.
Oh, that's good. She did good.
Very well.
She said in you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Because when she said eat food, I mean, and you.
And you.
Yeah.
There you go.
So why do they teach us in school to say, yo?
That's how you learn.
But you
when
said
first start.
not to say that.
Porque tú no estabas escuchando, ¿no? You wouldn't listen to me, right? When they're only gonna give you what they want you to have. You see what I'm saying? But that's why grammar is so important. Let's say verb tenses. So there are 3 main tenses, verb tenses in Spanish. Present tense, which is estamos aquí. We are here, present tense. You got the future tense. Estaremos aquí el sábado que viene. We will be here this coming Saturday, yeah. Or watch this, estuvimos aquí ayer. We were here yesterday. So the 3 most, and then the present subjective is used a lot too, but that's only when you get it with doubt or something that's uncertain or giving a command. But the three main ones is present, past, and future. Make sense? So when you say tango, already know that you're doing this right now. Right now. So you don't have to say yo. You can, but it lets people know that you're beginning. It just, you don't talk like that. Yes, ma'am.
So for me, remember I said I had problems with the conjugation?
Mhm.
So, because I'm trying to think which tense I'm in, I still see the, like on the scale, the yo, the
Yeah,
ere,
exactly,
that's where my head,
exactly.
in my mind, I'm like, so I see, I know you're not supposed to,
Yeah.
as you get advanced, but for me, when I'm trying to conjugate the verb,
Yeah,
that's
you
when
see
my
it, yeah,
head
you
starts to
see it
process
first.
where I'm at.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. You gotta remember, and that's why I said what I said earlier, para aprender algo nuevo. In order to learn something new, tienes que practicar, 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 y estudiar y solamente. You got to practice it and study. So, learning a new language, you got to remember that the average Latino crecieron hablando español. They grew up speaking Spanish. Right, we didn't. So for 42 years, 23 years, you know, we've been speaking English. Y'all been speaking English. I turned you 42 around. You know, we've been speaking English. So we gotta pretty much train our brain again. That's why I said what I said earlier. They say, it's a saying. It's a saying. Hablar dos lenguajes is to have two hearts. To speak two languages is to have two hearts. Because I got a heart for you American people, and I got a heart for my Latino people. See what I'm saying? So hey, you got to retrain. That's why I listen to Spanish music. And then listen, here's the key. I'm gonna give y'all this. This was free. This one on me. And listen to the Spanish music. You listen for words you can identify. You listen for words like un programa, un libro. See what I'm saying? And eventually you start saying, I know I hear what they're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. So when I'll be listening to that song that got to say, no intento de olvidarme, por mucho tiempo en tu vida, yo voy a vivir. Mucho tiempo, for a long time, in tu vida, in your life, I'm going to live. I'm going to be in your life a long time. Hey, suavemente. That's so funny. But that's the song. That's the song. That's what we be driving sometimes. I be blowing and she just be. And I'm like, girl, I want to let you know what I'm trying to get some right before you tripping. Yeah.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah. But yeah. So in your spare time, what I used to do, I would study, and like 2 hours before I go to sleep, I just put on Spanish music. Didn't understand nothing, but I kept studying. I was like, oh man.
También la novelas?
Novelas.
Yes.
Yeah, the novelas. Yeah.
Just be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corazón. Right? The word corazón. Heart. Malo. What do malo mean in Spanish? Bad. Fuiste mala con mi corazón. Ahora quieres a buscarme, amarme. Tía, fuiste todo cual. You went bad, you treated my heart bad. See? Fuiste, you went. Malo con mi corazón. And hoy, estás aquí. Now you're here, buscando, looking for me. Yeah, so you listen to the songs and you be hearing it and then you're like, oh, okay. Then guess what? When you hear people talking, you're going to start recognizing exactly. But guess what you're doing? You're training your brain. Because here's what I found out. When Latinos don't want you to understand what they say, they talk real fast.
Yeah.
I used to always tell him, I'm like, hey, slow down. He's like, no, people don't talk like that. This is how we talk. You want to learn?
Yeah.
Catch up. So I would listen to Spanish music like 2 hours before I go to bed. And what that did was my subconscious mind was picking up the new words. I was retraining my mind. That's free. Y'all want the rest of it? Come play.
Give me my money.
What
Give me my money.
Oh, we gotta do a version of that in Spanish.
Give me my
I can
money.
even dinero. Give me my money. Yeah. I can even dinero.
Oh yeah, we need to do that in Spanish.
Yeah, but no puedes pagar por esta. You can't pay for this, man. This took years, you know. So when I'm like right now, y'all speaking, y'all putting together those senses. And you start to see it's not that hard. But this is what they don't tell you. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna take this up there, they're gonna say, okay, $8, bye. And when you go through here, you're gonna like, where do I start? You know?
It's also like, for me, I don't know about anybody else, but because I have been activated in this before, like you're sitting here talking and I feel, kind of like when we're in church, you feel it, so I feel my tongue, like I'm getting ready to answer you in Spanish. Like it's, and I feel it, it's doing like you said something just a minute ago and I was getting ready to ask you a question because I heard you said, oye, and my mind is like, oh, pero, escúchame, like I'm trying to, because I heard you say, I said, oh, okay, but it's like I felt like I'm getting ready to respond to you in Spanish because it's somewhere in here. It's just been lying.
Well, and here's the thing. This is a safe place, and nobody being judged here, because at the same time, y'all helping me, because I don't have the people around me like I used to have. You know, the stuff and everything. So y'all helping me at the same time. So as you ask questions or whatever, you kicking things, you rebirthing things in me. You know, so don't be embarrassed to ask questions and things. You know. Yes, sir. What we got next?
Anybody got any questions on you?
You had Tamia said, let me go back. She said, mi anos is 25.
So she
said something about her, she said that she's 25.
yes. But see, and that's the thing. Le entendí, I understood her, pero no estaba correcto.
Yeah,
This wasn't correct, yeah, I figured it wasn't
It
correct.
wasn't correct.
Yeah.
So the correct way was like you said earlier,
Tengo
25 years.
Tengo años 47. No, tengo 47 años.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I knew that one.
And she said, hola chica, Sister Crystal. So hello, Sister Crystal.
Yep.
Okay. And then Crystal responded, hola. And then she said, bueno. And then she said, muy bueno. Then she said, I need the light.
Orden, estamos aquí para ayudarte. We here to help you. Mention the class. Come to class. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so, es lo que yo quiero. Quiero preguntarte algo y quiero que tú me contestas. I'm gonna ask you something, I want you to answer me in Spanish. Okay? It don't.
Yeah. Come on.
You already messed up. It's gonna be easy.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, right?
Mi malo.
No, what? Cuando te pregunta algo en español, contéstame en la misma manera. When I ask you something in Spanish, you gotta answer me the same way. So here's the thing. Remember how Pastor was saying? When I asked him how many years he had, cuántos años tienes, he said, yo tengo. So if I ask you a question, follow that line of question. Just like you say, ¿cómo estás? You say, estoy bien. Got it? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? You gotta answer this.
Oh, Jennifer?
Jennifer. ¿Cuántos años tienes, Jennifer?
Angle.
That's it, right? Just say nothing. Años. Remember that little thing's over there in, it's the Y. Años. There you go. Perfect. ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. ¿Cuántos años tienes tú? ¿Cuántos años tienes tú?
Oh, okay.
Tienes uno. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
I know you're saying about how many, but how do I say it in Spanish?
There you go. Remember, follow the sequence. So, ¿cuántos años tienes? And you start.
Yo tengo Tango 41.
41 años.
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 Ayos. Años.
So tango, 42 años.
So it's not me, no yo, it's just Tango 41 años.
Yeah, because at the end, so your verb, his verb, your conjugation, at the end of your verb, when you say that, when you put tango, it lets me know you're saying yo. So do something like that.
Yeah, it flows though.
This word right here, and these are conjugations. They're there. See, to add or to hold, these are your verb tenses. See that first one, tango. Yo tango, tú tienes, ella tiene, tenemos, we have, or tienen, they have. So when you say tango, I already know you're saying I have. You see what I'm saying? But if you say yo tango, you what you say is that it's kind of arrogant. It's like saying I have. You see what I'm saying? In Spanish, in the Latin community,
That makes sense.
yeah, the Latin community is very big on respect. Here's another freebie on me. I can't give y'all the secrets. Yeah, I'm class. In the Latin American community, oh, okay, what we got them right there. If a Latino ever offers you something and you turn it down, that's respect. That's disrespectful. Yeah, they feel like you're disrespectful because they feel like you don't trust them or y'all ain't cool like that. So they big on. So when you put yo in front of something, it's like you saying, I said.
So it's arrogant. So it's kind of, so when I used to watch wrestling, WWE, one of my favorite wrestlers was Razor Ramon, and he used to come out and say, yo.
Yo, me. Yeah.
But he was so arrogant. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now watch this. So if say me and you having a difference in something, you like, man, I'm trying to tell you about, and I say, yo, Diego, I'm saying, I said, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah. But when you don't know these type of things, you approach somebody and they feel disrespected. So I want y'all to have this right, man. But that little book there, man, you can't go wrong with that one. $8. Yep. Anything else before we close out?
Yeah, this was good.
Yeah.
How you say it in Spanish?
Esta está bien. Esta is estaba. Well,
Bien. Oh, good.
this was good.
Okay, bien.
Ahora, paso a regresar.
See?
What did I say? She just had-
See,
she just had to-
Will I take the class?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Confident.
yeah.
Yes. See, and that's why I want people here, because if you could just really follow my body language and stuff, you pretty much can follow the
So
conversation.
una clase de próximo es sábado? Is that right?
So the next class
She
will
said-
be,
Did I say that right?
She called you.
I
Called.
was trying
Say it again.
Said it.
will the next class be next Saturday?
Saturday.
Approximate.
Yeah.
Did you say
Next Saturday. No.
I said próximo, is that right? Not the right
Yeah,
word?
no, you Proxima is
That's
right.
the right word?
Yeah,
Okay.
Proxima is right.
So,
So my,
Yeah, Proxima clase
próximo clase
estará
estará
Aquí.
aquí
Yeah.
de sábado? No,
en dos semanas, in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks, okay.
Recuerda.
The
remember.
second,
the 14th of September.
Yeah.
Okay.
So recuerda. El segundo y el cuarto
okay,
jueves. Oh no, sábado.
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 okay,
Then the second and fourth Saturday. Mm-hmm.
entiendes.
Yeah, okay, order the question.
Okay, so she just asked you the next class will be
Mm-hmm.
this Saturday?
Yeah. We said no, next
No,
Saturday.
the next Saturday.
Yes. So, señor, dile a la gente, tell the people, good night. Do the simple. Just say adios.
Adios.
Es buenas noches, es buenas noches.
Yes, what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can think outside, that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Buenas noches a todos.
That's
Yeah.
good,
Yeah,
man.
That's good, this is good.
Man.
Oh man, my papa did the same thing. Pastor, my screen froze.